Oh, I didn't know we was doing that too.
So I'll just keep it right here. Hey, you might, I'm rich, I'm bragging. All right.
Yo, DJ Khaaliq, let that track ride.
1 2 1 2.
In place to be, what's that?
Hey, it's your man DJ Khaaliq coming at y'all probably for the first time in a long time. I'm hosting one of the DJ Khaaliq shows myself. Shout out to Shantae Martine that usually hosts it for me. But I got we're in the building with something special today. I got one of my, if not the oldest, well, no, not quite the oldest. I got some 7, 8 year olds.
Right.
But one of the oldest, long-time, 40-year friends. We've been doing business for 40 years. We've been doing shows, poetry, rap, and all that for a long time.
For sure.
Yeah, hey, my man Yahya, introduce yourself to the people.
What's going on, people? How y'all doing out there, man? I'm Yahya. I'm just out here, man. Like he said, we've been in this a long time. From haircuts in the basement, you know what I mean? Casio keyboards, you know what I mean?
You don't know nothing about the Casios.
Turntables that ain't matching, man. Going and stealing speakers out of old stereo systems in the streets, you know what I mean?
We
did it all in there, though, man. So, yeah, for sure.
When your turntables ain't matching it and not matching in the DJ world, that's called a horse and a mule. We was running with a horse and a mule. So we had, and we go back that far and digging stuff out the garbage, really, really for real, pulling it out the mud. Now, y'all just talking it. We did it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Been in jams together, got out of jams together, road trip jams, everything. Man. So, but we really are impromptu now. I shot an earlier podcast. So, hey, we have the lights on, the cameras on, so let's keep it moving.
Do what it do, huh?
So you in town to set up some future poetry situations out here?
Yeah, so we're a couple of years ago, more than a couple of years ago, it's been a while, we used to do spoken word jazz shows out here, right? So
yes, sir.
We was just trying to bring that back out here. You know, it seems like the calling has been coming, and we just want to come out here and provide, an adult type quality education. I mean, not education, but entertainment. You know what I mean? For Aurora. You know what I mean? So that's what we're kind of working on right now.
Okay, you have so we was talking behind the scenes before we got here.
Right.
So you do have some poets in mind. We got a couple of spots that we're thinking about.
Right.
And you got a time frame which we want to get started?
Well, we're really trying to hit the floor running on this one. So we're just pretty much, our target date is either going to be the February 7th or February 14th, right? So that's it'll be the nice day to show some love during the month of love. You know what I mean? Black History and Valentine's Day. So we're just trying to bring that together and make something really exciting, something happen out here.
Okay, so we shooting Valentine's Day. So are we gonna put the vent movement back together? We're gonna get we're on the Blues Brothers mission right now, trying to put the band back together.
Me and you always stay on the Blues Brothers mission, man. When we had the van and we come in there smelling like exhaust. That's the only van had 3 spares on it, man.
Rest in peace, my boy EB.
They
don't know nothing about the van.
They don't know nothing about the van, man.
Struggle, hey, getting it done.
They don't understand. The van,
exhaust fumes all in the van.
The seat wasn't even attached. If you didn't put your foot under the dashboard, you're gonna be in the back of the van, man.
You pulling that boy up at the party like it's a Bentley.
Yeah, right. I don't know. I mean, that's our mission, right? Is to bring back, the vent movement. KIK, Hussein, Tret, Coco. You know what I mean? Shaylin, Marlon, and we're just trying to put it back together and like I said, bring back a quality event. You know what I mean? Here, some real grown and adult and sophisticated. Something that I think that Aurora always liked when we were doing it. So we just want to bring it back and see how they feel about it.
Well, when we was doing it before, I would do the DJ, me, Brian Aurora would do the DJ. So it was always a high level event. It was always a next level event. So it was an event that was dope. We could bring out, we did like the sundresses the one time.
Right.
So it's a real dope event. So everybody in our squad always been super creative. So what's the chances of getting everybody back together? I'm in the barbershop. I'm in touch with everybody. I'm hearing everything. So hopefully we can get past and get to the game.
Right. You know what I mean? I mean, we grow and we evolve, and trying to get past a lot of blockades that are out there. But, I think the main thing that we had when we was doing it, it was the love for the craft that we did, right? Yeah. We really loved what we was doing. It almost came effortlessly for us, you know what I mean? And I think that's what made it so divine. Is like we were always amongst each other, you know what I mean? But then it's like Voltron, we just came together and we didn't really have to work hard. You know what I mean? And it just came together naturally. Everything, all the components we already had right there. So, I always say everything's a conversation away, right? It's just a conversation. If you want to have that conversation, we can definitely have that conversation. But everybody seems to be on board with it right now, so that's good. So we're going to bring in a lot of new elements to make the show like really, really, really nice, though, for real.
Well, this just me and you both got a football background, so it's cohesive. It's a cohesive team. If it's 11 guys on the field,
right,
53 guys on the team, 20, 25 coaches. So at the end of the day, everybody, you talking about 100 people with 100 personalities. The only way to make that happen is to get past individuals, and once we on the thing, we take care of the business. So one thing I do, one of my philosophies in life is,
right,
hey, if we making a decision where the spot gonna be at, that's the business. If you don't like where the spot at, that's personal.
Right,
so
exactly.
I done DJ, you've been with me, I DJ in spots, I hate the spots. But it's 200 people coming here every weekend, so we got to make the best of what is best.
Do what you got to do.
So sometimes you just got to put all the nonsense aside and make it happen. And if we all been boys since forever, and most of the squad is, it seems like something we can make do.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too difficult. You know what I mean? I think one of the biggest things is making sure everybody's schedule is aligned with what we're trying to do. And I think, I get phone calls, and I think everybody will be excited to do it. I'm looking forward to do it. I'm in Vegas now, so I'm definitely going to be coming back and forth, traveling to get the job done, because, I love what we do. I love what I do, so it's really, just real easy for me at this point.
All right, with that said, so you got some things, sound like you're trying to invoke me on a few things. In Vegas, on some house music.
Oh yeah, Vegas has a very large Chicago community out there, right? But they don't have a lot of house joints. And that's, I've always been a house head. I love house and all that stuff there. And I think, us coming out there, bringing that original house music out there, and I think it'd be a good thing. I really do think it'd be a good thing. I think it'll jump off nicely.
Well, when me and Matt, that kind of fit what me and Matt was doing when we was doing the Shy Flav. So. The business model was Chicago flavored events in other cities. We focus on Vegas, Houston, Phoenix, Atlanta, and Memphis, because they all have large Chicago population.
Right.
So that'll fit right into it. You, as far as venues and things like that. So I'm not wrong, but you have boots on the ground out there.
Right.
Most of the people that I see in Vegas are retired or no.
Yeah,
people that's from here is what I mean.
Yeah, usually, there's no state taxes out there. So a lot of people come out there, you know what I mean? The cost of living is a lot cheaper, right? So a lot of people will gravitate out there. Las Vegas is a large retirement community. A lot of people will retire there. Due to the weather and the atmosphere as well, you can have a lot of fun. Or you can also disappear out there, you know what I mean? And then geographically, it's a great location. If you want to go to LA, you want to go to Arizona, you're only 4 hours away from there, or 45-minute flight, San Diego, Mexico, Hawaii is only 6 hours away from there. So you'll see a lot of people gravitating there because it's just a great spot to be at, where you can get away from and be lost in at the same time.
Okay, and then and at this point, we talk about house music. So all the house music venues around here, everybody's 45, 50. The real true house fans are up in age. So does Vegas have a large part of and I'm talking about the locals, not the visitors. Right. They got a large part of the local community that will come to that type of event?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I know they do steppers.
Yeah, that's coming out. That's out there. I was just invited to a stepper set a little while ago. On the West Coast, it's called forgive me, the name escapes me right now, but we call it stepping, and they call it, I forgot what they call it, but it's a different name and it's a different style.
Bopping?
No, and I know when I hear it, but
same dance though.
It's the same type. It's a little different than what we do, so it's not really stepping. It's more, I don't know, it's kind of like a slide more so in a step, and but it's different. So the two cultures will clash there. They'll come together there, but those who are like steppers, they know to come to a Chicago stepping set. It's going to be labeled as a Chicago stepping set, right?
And that's separated from what goes on the West Coast.
Right. It's a little different.
Do they intertwine? Or?
I haven't been to a set yet. Like I said, I just got invited to one, but I don't know because the styles are so different. Right, it's a different style altogether, and everybody knows Chicago stepper sets are very smooth and all that stuff there, and they have a step, but like I said, I can't remember what the name of it is right now.
Oh, okay, all right, that's fair. So, anything else you want to highlight on the personal side? What you got going on? I know you're in town for a personal reason, trying to get some things together. But basically, like, where you at with life right now?
Man, no, and that's good. You know, I mean, you know, I've moved around a little bit, and now my life is starting to balance out, right? Yeah. So now I'm able to be like, when you guys were coming out there before, I had so much going on that I couldn't put boots on the ground and be an active part of what was going on, because I just had so much other stuff going on in my personal life, right? So here comes the balance now. So now the balance is what it is, and now I'm able to get back into the spoken word that I'm doing. I'm trying to help build the spoken word community out there in Las Vegas. I'm also trying to get a little more entertainment, like incorporating what we have here and bringing it out there, bringing the house music and all that stuff there. So I'm plugged with a lot of venues out there, a lot of black-owned venues that probably could use what we have. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to create a gateway right now, you know, from here to Vegas, be it on the DJ side, on the hip-hop side, or the spoken word side. So I'm just I'm enjoying what I'm doing right now. I'm in a good space in my life right now, so everything is just opening up for me right now.
The whole Shot Flav, I was in Vegas right after COVID, and what was going on down there, they never closed down. We closed down, so it was an opportunity to look into some gigs and stuff out there, because we didn't. And that's what the Shot Flav, me and you hitting blocks, and you was like, the Shot Flav, I said, okay, the local people don't like the Strip like I don't like the Strip. Right. And we could put something down here. So that started the wheels. But now I get back, you know, to my friend I was hanging with out there, and I was like, she was like, you learned all this, you came up with all this on a car ride? I was like, yeah, that's how thoughts move. Yeah. I'm a creative person. Right. So, but that void I seen even back then. So I said, okay, they don't like, because the Strip, man, it takes 45 minutes across the street. I hate it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not that part of Vegas fan, but I like the locals in Vegas. Right. So that I think that'll work out. And then, like I said, with a lot of people being from Chicago, so that seemed like something that'll really go. Now, as far as the poetry, you said you go get back into the recording and musical aspect of it. Yeah. You know, the Vent Movement, Wordcraft, Just Some Poets, we put together some really nice CDs that we kind of underrated ourselves. Okay. And I think, like, we had quality material. I think it was a very good material, as in hindsight. So, you know, I want to get back and redo some and re-release some of that stuff, and just probably submit it, you know, for maybe a Grammy or something along those natures, and just get something out there to get a feel and see what it's going to do. Because I think, you know, speaking about the Vent Movement and the whole movement we had going on here with Wordcraft and Just Some Poets, we kind of underrated ourselves. You know, because when we came into the game and we're going to Chicago and we're dealing with all these top-notch poets, and we was aspiring to be like them, and we was looking, not realizing at the time that we were on their level. We just didn't feel like, because we were babies in the game. So you seeing all these people out here, and we was in admiration. So we was like, man, that's cool. We don't know if we can do that. You know what I mean? Or do this stuff in here. And I remember this one point we performed at the Taste of Chicago with Ray Silkman, and before we came up, Ray's on stage and he's playing the sax and he's playing This Is the Way by Jill Scott, right? And we're on the stage, we're behind the stage, and there and then we was like, man, look, we could go home right now and nobody would know that we was here, because we were, you know we were good, but we didn't know if we could match that energy. You know what I mean? And now we see that we are on that level to handle that capacity. So I'm just going to see what we got and put it out there. I'll tell a story that I don't tell too much. Personally, you know, I really think, I love the crib, but I really think the crib is a place that kind of, it could put you in that mode like you don't think you're good enough. Right. Because, for lack of a better word, I'm not going to say that. People just don't support it like they should. Right. So my personal journey with that on the DJ side, what I found out all through the 90s, I'm thinking I'm decent, I'm cool, like this, because I can make the people from my town move a little bit. Right. So we get Club New. Me and Dollar Bill was opening and closing behind the hottest DJ at the time, who will remain nameless, and we was running bro out the building. I was there, yeah. And he was top notch. So what it did for me, when I started hitting the city, what I realized is all the people I admired, I was not only on their level, they admired me. You know what I'm saying? And what I realized, when you're at home, you know, a prophet can't prophesy in his own house. When you're at home, oh man, Keevin used to do my basement parties. You know what I'm saying? Right. They don't honor DJ Khaaliq. They know Keevin, the personal level. So that's that. So with that, so y'all probably bumped into the same thing, but with that said, I'll just say, so do you think, to me, and I'm on the outside looking in, how do you think the poetry scene, is it primed for what you're trying to do right now?
Here?
So what I'm saying is, like, generally speaking, in the club set, I thought it was just me getting older. With social media and Instagram and all that, people just don't party the same way.
Right.
I used to go to a party. We used to go to the party to meet people. Now I be in a party, it'd be 200 people in the party, and they on Instagram with 5 people in the crib. So what I'm saying is, how do you think the overall scene, is it primed for that, or is it still, that's still a doable thing for the poetry?
Well, yeah, I think, one thing about spoken word is always stay grounded. Right, the post is always going to protect the integrity of the scene, no matter what. Right, so the scene, like, is still very valid. Right, and I think that's one of the things that people gravitate towards is the organicness of spoken word. Period. Yeah. Right, the realness of it, the unsolicited versions of it. You know what I mean? The relatability to it, in a relaxed type atmosphere, getting your cup full. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I think that scene is always going to be primed for that. Like, especially what we're trying to do in Vegas. I think what we're going to take out to Vegas and try to do out there is needed. You know what I mean? So we're going to try to cultivate that same culture out there, and again, create that gateway from here to there, and build that community all together. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, that's a wrap for me. I would say, I'm going to speak on this myself. I would love to see the guys we started, even though we started rapping, you know what I'm saying? We started with the music, like you said, with the mismatched turntables. I would love to see the guys that we've been in the game with for all these years be a part of the rebirth, I guess we could call it.
Right.
So, I mean, I guess that would require everybody to take some self-reflection going on, because what happened with me is, it's sad to me, but the guys I started with, my relationships got bigger when I left here with strangers.
Right, yeah.
And that's things happen like that for different reasons, but it's an unfortunate situation.
Yeah, I think that's the commonality, right? The commonality, when you know somebody, they get comfortable, and I think that plays into it a lot. If you're hanging around somebody and you're like, oh, that's just Keevin, you know what I mean? Exactly. And so that's what it is, but not really looking at the big picture of what Keevin represents or what Keevin is out here doing in the streets and making a name and all that stuff for himself.
We had not incident. It was a post last year, and they rated the top 20 DJs.
Yeah, I remember that stuff.
And I woke up to everybody going crazy, and then I read the post. So I defended the people that posted, because I wasn't on the list.
Right.
And KIK was like, ain't no list of DJ Khaaliq ain't on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I seen it, I said, hey, well, this is what it is. These are Spanish house DJs. So I kind of don't fit into that category. And I was like, hey, but the people have spoken. I appreciate the love and all the admiration. But then I hopped in my bag too. At the end of the day, the guys on this list are kind of local guys. And I was like, hey, I'm not an Aurora DJ. I'm an international DJ that's from Aurora. That's a difference.
Right.
And so, a lot of that part of who I evolved into of course, it's going to take people outside of your realm.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I said, but if you look at Motown, there was a bunch of people from around the blocks.
Yeah.
That was the core of it. So even when they blew up, of course, Diana Ross and the Supremes broke up. Anytime you got a group that's supposed to be cohesive, and our self-hate and our insecurities and all the things that go along with us being who we are,
right,
it splits us. But it's my wish that we get it back on track. Hey, man, I'm there for whatever.
Right, I'm the same way, man. I'm just, all we gotta do is say the word and just make it happen, man.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Anything else?
No, I think that's it, man. Always a pleasure, big brother. Always a pleasure, man. We've been sitting here topping it up for hours, man. So it's always a pleasure, man.
All right, well, that's a wrap for us right now. DJ Khaaliq for the DJ Khaaliq Show. This is my man, Yahya. Hey, what we say we bring it back? So it's coming back as the Vent Movement?
Man, it's probably Vent Movement, Wordcraft. It's because it was the cleverest of all. So
all right, well,
we're going to say Vent Movement. We're bringing the Vent Movement back. That's all of us.
So we just going, y'all be on the lookout. That's what you do.
Yeah, yeah. It's coming.
Forward. Hey, y'all see I post about everything. I push everybody's stuff out. Say, it's DJ Khaaliq, the DJ Khaaliq Show.